I haven't always been against birthdays. Each one reminds me I'm a year closer to death's cold embrace.
Well, the resilient little troublemaker has been chased, spooked, nearly done in, and put through the ringer in ways she probably got a kick out of, but left us all on edge nonetheless. But what spooky secrets have slipped past us in Season 1 of Wednesday? From the get-go, our beloved spooky teen found herself knee-deep in unraveling the mysteries of Nevermore. But not every hidden gem on Wednesday is meant for the characters to stumble upon. Some secrets are just for us adult viewers to uncover. From nods to Charles Addams' original comics, to nods to the 90s Addams Family flicks, and even surprise appearances by the show's creators, Wednesday is chock full of Easter eggs that die-hard fans won't want to overlook. But if you happen to blink and miss them while watching, fear not. Here's a rundown of all the Easter eggs you might have missed. Plus, we've got some things you're dying to see in Season 2 of Wednesday. Starting with Wednesday's double finger snap. It's a classic nod to the Addams Family legacy. If you caught Wednesday snapping her fingers twice to open the secret passageway to the Nightshade's meeting room, you probably felt a sense of déjà vu. Those snaps are a direct homage to the iconic Addams Family theme song, composed by Vic Mizzy for the 1964 TV show. The snaps have become synonymous with the Addams clan, popping up in various adaptations and becoming a staple of their spooky charm. Another easily recognizable Easter egg is the casting of Christina Ricci as Wednesday's formidable antagonist, Miss Thornhill. Ricci's portrayal of Wednesday Addams in Barry Sonnenfeld's Addams Family movies from the 90s is iconic and beloved. Dark, sarcastic, and utterly memorable, Ricci's Wednesday redefined the character, solidifying her status as a goth icon. So seeing Ricci take on a new role in Wednesday is a delightful nod to her enduring legacy within the Addams Family universe. Wednesday's unexpected dance sequence in Episode 4, Whoa What a Night, added a delightful twist to the series set to the catchy tune of the Cramps' Goo Goo Muck. Jenna Ortega, who plays Wednesday, brought her own flair to the routine, drawing inspiration from Lisa Loring's iconic dance scene with Lurch, Ted Cassidy, from the 60s series. Ortega's performance pays homage to Loring's portrayal while infusing it with her own unique style. But Wednesday's talents don't stop at dancing, she's also a skilled archer. Ortega's Wednesday impresses Xavier, Percy Hines White, with her bow and arrow skills, a nod to Christina Ricci's portrayal of Wednesday in the 90s films. Just like Ricci's Wednesday, Ortega's character demonstrates prowess with a bow and a skill that dates back to the Addams Family movies. In contrast, Pugsley Jimmy Workman struggles with archery and Addams Family values, leading to some comical mishaps. Wednesday continues to pay homage to its Addams Family roots with subtle nods to iconic scenes and characters from the franchise. Take, for instance, Wednesday's proficiency with a crossbow, reminiscent of her memorable attempt to shoot an apple off Pugsley's mouth in 1991's The Addams Family. In a parallel scene, Ortega's Wednesday discovers her brother, played by Isaac Ordonez, bound and gagged with an apple in his mouth inside a locker, a nod to the mischievous dynamic between the siblings. And let's not forget about Principal Weems, portrayed by Gwendoline Christie, a fresh addition to the Addamsverse. While Principal Weems may be a new face, the name itself has deeper roots within the franchise. In one of Charles Addams' original comics, Morticia and Gomez entrust their children to a babysitter named Miss Weems, with a comical, ominous instruction to keep your back to the wall at all times. This subtle reference adds another layer of nostalgia for fans familiar with the classic Addams Family comics. Who would have thought Tyler Gulpin, Hunter Dewin, and Lurch had something in common? Well, at least in their greeting style. When Wednesday rings the bell at the coffee shop, Tyler's response of "you rang" harkens back to the classic line of Ted Cassidy's Lurch whenever Morticia, Carolyn Jones, or Gomez, John Aston, summoned him with a bell. And speaking of references, Sheriff Gulpin's, Jamie McShane's quip about Wednesday and her Scooby gang sticking to their homework rather than sleuthing might seem like a playful jab at Ortega's character's Nancy Drew-esque personality. But there's more to it that meets the eye. In a lesser-known crossover, the Addams family actually crossed paths with Scooby-Doo and his pals in a 1972 episode of the new Scooby-Doo movies. Titled Wednesday is Missing, the gang finds themselves embroiled in the Addams family's eerie antics while trying to solve the kidnapping of a familiar pigtailed child. Wednesday Addams has a long history of encountering pilgrim enthusiasts, dating back to the iconic Thanksgiving debacle in Addams Family Values. In episode 3 of Wednesday, aptly titled Friend of Woe, Wednesday finds herself reluctantly participating in Outreach Day at Pilgrim World, a colonial-themed park. Dressed in a pilgrim outfit and tasked with doling out fudge to tourists, she can't help but voice her disdain for the whitewashing of history, much to the amusement of German visitors. Eventually, she takes matters into her own hands, much like her younger self did at Camp Chippewa, by sending a statue soaring through the air. Meanwhile, the choice of dormitory name Ophelia Hall holds deeper meaning in the Addams universe. Ophelia from Morticia's cheery sister shares a name with the dorm, drawing parallels between their contrasting personalities. And speaking of family ties, episode 7 reveals a surprising connection to the Addams family lineage. Wednesday and Uncle Fester stumble upon a portrait of Ignatius It, a mysterious figure with a cascade of hair covering his face. Uncle Fester identifies him as the infamous cousin from Gomez's side, known for his brief affair with Morticia's sister Ophelia. This unexpected revelation adds another layer of intrigue to the Addams family tree. In episode 3 of Wednesday, Tyler's jest about Wednesday being a former Girl Scout prompts a typically deadpan response from the dark-humored teen. She quips that she could eat a Girl Scout for breakfast. This harkens back to a memorable scene from 1991's The Addams Family, where Wednesday and Pugsley encounter a Girl Scout selling cookies. In a witty exchange, the Girl Scout offers to buy lemonade from the siblings if they purchase cookies from her, prompting Wednesday to inquire if the cookies are made by real Girl Scouts, a classic Addams Family twist on a mundane interaction. Meanwhile, in a clever nod to the show's creators, Alfred Gough and Miles Millar make a subtle cameo in the first episode, Wednesday's Child is Full of Woe. Although they don't physically appear on screen, their names adorn the window of Dr. Kinbot's office building, hinting at their behind-the-scenes involvement. Despite their presence, the nature of their business remains a mystery, leaving viewers to ponder the true extent of their influence. Alright, let's dive into what Season 2 of Wednesday has in store. After Wednesday's impressive feats, the powers that be decide to close down Nevermore Academy for the semester. But before she leaves, Wednesday exchanges contact info with Xavier, a sweet moment amidst the chaos. However, her new phone reveals a chilling surprise. Someone's been spying on her, sending disturbing messages hinting at danger upon her return. Now on to the friendships brewing at Nevermore. Wednesday and Enid's relationship has seen its ups and downs, but their heartfelt hug in the finale suggests a newfound closeness. Enid's transformation into a werewolf adds another layer of complexity to her character, begging the question of how it'll affect her outlook on life and her bond with Wednesday. Then there's Tyler's uncertain fate. Despite being apprehended, a hint of his Hyde persona emerges, teasing a potential escape and more chaos to come. With Laurel's influence still looming, Tyler's journey is far from over. With Principal Weems gone, Nevermore faces new leadership, signaling a significant shift in dynamics. And as Wednesday gains insight into her parents' past, their relationship evolves into something more understanding and supportive. Lastly, Bianca's troubled past takes center stage when her mother arrives, revealing ties to a sinister cult. Bianca's journey away from Nevermore and her family's dark secrets begs for exploration in the upcoming season. There's certainly no shortage of intrigue awaiting us in Season 2 of Wednesday. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.